Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me on this channel. Today we are going to talk about love. So, without further delay, I'm just going to go right into the reading, okay? So, we're going to be talking about love today. I'm going to see what pops up in your reading today. I did shuffle some cards previously and I got a couple of messages about it. Some of the message that I got was that you're needing to feel like there's freedom to be yourself, okay, in your relationships or your partnerships. The freedom to be yourself, however that resonates with you, okay? Some of the other messages or overall energies are that when the going gets tough with your significant others, with your loved one, the person that you are in love with, that it's important not to take the easy way out, however that resonates. Because sometimes I think it might be easy to give up, but that came through, that taking the easy way out isn't always the best thing. Also, this is a very specific message that came through. Some of you are having some concerns around sobriety in your relationships. Being under the influence of alcohol, etc., is always complicates relationships, and it doesn't provide for clarity. And so sometimes emotions run really deep when there's substances involved, okay? And people are not able to think well, they're not able to process information, they're not able to process their emotions because they're under the influence. You can't really have a very healthy relationship if there's alcohol or any kind of substances involved. So keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out what's going on in your relationship. If that is an issue, it's always a good idea to find help if you need it. And because relationships and alcohol and all that stuff, it just doesn't ever go well. It doesn't ever help anyone. Okay? And it hinders your growth in a relationship when there's that involved. And so if you're wanting clarity, having all your senses working properly is really important. Okay, so we got mouse. And this is a love reading, so we're going to see how this turns out into the reading, okay? Or how this gels into the reading. Mouse. Be persistent and incisive, and all obstacles will be overcome. So, you know how I was saying that some of the energies that were popping through is not to take the easy way out. Be persistent and incisive, and all obstacles will be overcome. And that makes sense. I don't know what is going on in all, and this is a general reading. I don't know what's going on specifically with people, but if you want your relationship to flourish, your partnership to flourish, your love to flourish, be persistent and incisive. Be patient as well when you're trying to figure it all out. I think depending on each person, sometimes love can be really complicated, and it can be very messy. Um, and then for others, it comes very easily. But for the purposes of this reading, that's what's popping up right now. Okay. I'm going to continue forward and see what else pops up. Spirit, what do you want to tell Virgos? I forgot to say that at the beginning of the video. This is a love reading for the sign of Virgo. Okay, Virgos, what else is popping up here? Some of you are involved in a love-hate type of a relationship, which to me just means maybe there's a little bit of toxicity in that relationship. Toxic relationships are never good. We all know that. What can I say about toxic relationships? Other than it depletes and it makes you tired and it makes you overthink, and it can make some people lose reason sometimes, and this love-hate thing is just not ever balanced. Okay? It's never balanced. So for those of you that resonates, that's a whole other level that we can get into, and we'll see what else Spirit wants to say about it. But toxic relationships, I think what I'm getting is that eventually you may meet your lower and your higher self within a toxic relationship. And I mean, it's not really the way that you want to get to know yourself. You know, you never really want to grow from a toxic relationship. That's not the healthiest way of growth. But sometimes we learn a lot through those types of relationships, but it's not the ideal relationship at all, not the ideal kind of love that you want. So those are overall energies that are popping through for Virgos right now. Some of you are involved in toxic relationships. What else do you have to say to Virgo, Spirit, in regards to talk about love? Okay. We got Tiger. It says here, expect passion and adventure to become a reality in your life. For those of you Virgos that are single, you might meet somebody new, somebody that ignites that passion and adventure in you, somebody that helps you to overcome obstacles. Now that sounds like a good relationship there. Somebody who supports and encourages and uplifts. Sounds a little bit more healthy than the toxicity that I was picking up on with the sobriety issues and the love-hate relationships that I was picking up. So if some of you are involved in some of those toxic relationships, Spirit is giving you a tip. They're saying for you to be able to calm the mind, calm the spirit, calm the body, to listen to some music, to help your body and your soul grow strong. If you're suffering, if you're in pain, if you're going through some turmoil in your relationships, okay? Music is magical. There's lots of evidence to show that music can be very soothing to the soul. It can be very healing to the body. It can help you to cope with adversity. However that resonates with you. Some of you might be musicians, and you are heavily involved in music to try to, it's just part of who you are. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else do you have for Virgos and talking about love today? What else? What else do we got, Spirit? For those of you that are involved in a relationship or a partnership, the other energy that's popping through is some of you are lacking creativity in your relationships. So finding activities and creative things to do, hobbies to work on together can help you to grow and be happier in your relationships, okay? That's coming through. Spirit, is there anything else that you want to say, Virgo, with the animal spirit deck that I have here? Anything else? Okay, well, I'm not getting anything else yet. Kind of want to be a little persistent, just like the little mouse here. I'm going to be a little persistent, see if there's anything else with this card deck, because this animal oracle deck, it has a lot of advice, or not really advice, but tips about just life in general. Nope. Okay, that's it. That's it from this card deck. Now we're going to go into this other one. Big swollen heart there. Very beautiful card. It's so pretty. Some of you are really, really in love. Some of you are wanting love. Some of you are going to find love. Some of you are in a dream state about love. And you feel like anything is possible, and you're just shining. That's good to hear. Good to know. So let's see what this card says. Okay, so this card says basically live it up, right? Basically you only live once, so try to live life to the fullest in your relationships, okay? So you don't have any regrets. When it's all said and done, you don't have any regrets, you know? But if I read this verbatim, it says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with your loved ones. So make it count. If you're not single and you're with someone, make the best of your relationship. All you can do is do your best. And then if in the end it doesn't work out, you can look back at the relationship and say, you know what? I tried. I tried my best to make this work, and it didn't work out, and it's okay if it didn't work out. I did try my best, you know? No regrets. Make memories, not hate. Make love, not hate. Okay? None of this toxic hate thing, okay? None of that. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else do you have for our Virgos? Ooh. That's a lot. Okay. Okay, some of you have found your soulmate. Your soulmate, or you're going to find your soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces, which resonates with what I'm getting earlier about finding your lower and your higher self. And this says, through each other, you find the missing pieces. Relationships usually teach us a lot. We learn and grow through them. I mean, that's not the only way to grow and learn, but there's always something that you end up taking away from the love. The next one is this one. Look how similar these are. Similar in that they're just like, it just seems like you're overflowing. Some of you are in love. You really are. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And this card here cautions you here. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Well, there's a tip if you are in that love-hate relationship that we were talking about. Stop criticizing each other. Accept who your partner is. Accept who your love is. Accept who your partners are. Accept them for who they are, and learn to understand that what you have in front of you is who they are, and try not to tug and pull and try to change each other. Like, you can't change somebody else and they can't change you. Those are individual decisions that they have to make. So this love-hate thing, if it's due to criticism of each other, that's only going to lead to further unhappiness if this is happening. Learn to accept what is in front of you. If what is in front of you is not what you want, then there's a lot of thinking that you're going to have to do. There's lots of actions that you may have to take to change it. If what you see in front of you is not what you want, you're going to have to sit down and think it through and really see the truth. But it is easier said than done. Relationships can be very intricate, complex. It's just, sometimes it's so difficult, right? And I'm just going to tell you this. Never make any decisions when you're under stress or when you're so frustrated that you're not able to think correctly. Always give yourself some space and some time to calm down, to regroup, and then be able to be level-headed to make decisions, okay? However that resonates, that just popped in and came through, and that's what Spirit wanted me to say. Okay, and there's this one. Oh, I kind of took that abruptly. And this one says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. There is right and wrong. There is. But I think this is more of like the real innocent type of love, like the puppy love, when everything is healthy, when everything is balanced, when you're not criticizing each other, like they say there is no right or wrong. Love is love, right? If it's healthy. That's what I'm going to add to that. Love is love when it's healthy. And even when it's not healthy, it doesn't mean that there isn't love there. But toxicity after toxicity after toxicity, it's just not going to work. It just is never a healthy thing for anyone. Okay. What else, Spirit? Anything else that you want Virgo to learn about relationships? I hope I'm making sense. I kind of feel like I'm leaving things out, but all I can do is my best and try to bring this message through, okay? So I'm getting that for those of you that are single, here, there's certain things we can't show on YouTube apparently. Something that's coming through is for our singles. If you are single, they're saying to visualize what it is that you want in your partner, in your love. Visualize it so that you can manifest what you want, if that makes any sense. It says, this one says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Mirroring. This is referring to mirroring. So a lot of you are mirroring each other. What you see in them is in you. What they see in you is in them. Okay? So trying to find an example of that. Okay, we'll talk about sobriety here. If you drink and they drink, that's mirroring in the relationship, right? And if you hate that they drink, then that quality and element is in you as well. It's kind of the example that's popping through. Okay, so sobriety in relationships and partnerships brings sweetness, okay? Plain as day. It's important to have a balance in your relationships. It's important that you're emotionally available and that person's emotionally available to you. I don't know why this keeps popping up. I don't want to tap into that energy very much because, it would take me more than what I want to last on this video for, but plain and simple, okay? If you want to have a healthy relationship, being sober is of utmost importance, okay? Otherwise, you go into this roller coaster of emotions, and you don't even know when you came, when you went, what happened, the roller coaster. You know the song Roller Coaster? Okay, yeah. It's crazy. It's cray-cray, okay? And sometimes it's just one partner that's drinking. Well, don't expect much out of that partner if that person is drinking. Don't expect very much. Like clarity. Oh, I wonder what they're thinking about our relationship. I wonder what's going on in their mind. I wonder what's going on. They're not emotionally available. They're always drunk or they're always on something, and there's no clarity there. It's toxic, and it's the alcohol or the substances talking. Okay, Okay, I'm going to quickly get out of the energy because I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's a little heavy. But anyways, for those of you that resonates for, sobriety will bring sweetness. Okay? For those that it resonates with, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, is there anything else that we want to talk about today? Spirit for our Virgos. We're at 25 minutes. Anything else? Okay, here we go. Some of these cards, I think, have a little bit of nudity, and so I can't show those on YouTube, so kind of have to not show those. So the last card that's popping up here is healing, and it says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Okay, Spirit. Good one. Good one. Okay. See, I didn't really want to get into the whole sobriety thing, and it still is popping through because somebody needs to listen to it, right? But this is for anybody that's in a love relationship and they're hurting, okay? Some of you are needing healing. And so Spirit is saying, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. Okay. Meditating, surrounding yourself by light. It can help. It can help. Now I have to tell you that for some of you, you're going to need more than just light to heal your relationship. Okay? For those of you that need to take it to the next level in the healing process, not that light isn't important. Of course it is. I'm not going against what Spirit is saying. I'm using my intuition, wisdom, and knowledge to bring some of these messages forward. Some of you need to take your relationship to the next level in terms of the healing process. So, counseling, couples counseling. Talk about some of these problems, some of these issues, some of this toxicity, some of this love and hate, some of this substance thing that's going on. Some of you, it's very important that you do that, get that guidance, so that you're not stuck in a partnership or a love relationship that lasts and drags and drags and drags and drags you down, and just roller coaster, right? Take it to the next level. Find some help. Sometimes that's important. Get some guidance. Talk to a relationship expert. Talk to friends and family that can understand, that have your ear, that have your back. Okay? Because like in this channel, we do take relationships very seriously. We take our partnerships very seriously. We take our mental health very seriously. We take our sanity very seriously. It's important. That's what's coming through, Virgos. Virgos are very practical in love, but sometimes we're so understanding, and sometimes we just have these huge swelling hearts, right, that keep popping up. Look at that one. Huge swollen heart. And then the other one. Well, can't show that one. Well, it was here somewhere, but this one. You know, we have these huge hearts. We can't let our hearts get in the way of our balances, of our life balance, okay? And as I'm speaking about balance, I feel this kind of sharp pain on my left shoulder, almost just really feeling that some of you are in need of healing and in need of guidance, okay? There's more than one way to heal. Find the way that works for you in your partnership or your relationships. Okay? I'm at 29 minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it with that, with the healing, with the, there's more than one way to heal. find what works for you. Find the best way that works for you and your loved one. And I wish you the best in your relationships. We'll continue to chat. We'll continue to grow together. We'll continue to learn. We'll continue to ask Spirit what the best way is forward. Blessed be. Thank you for tuning in.